Hello again, friends. You ready for another adventure? I know I am. I'm feeling pretty good right now, and I hope you are too. This isn't going to be anything too crazy today. I just want to get out, exercise a little bit, and continue with the journey. And I'm going to a spot that is maybe sort of known, at least to some extent, but once again was something I just stumbled onto recently. Well, not that recent, like a couple years ago actually. This is one of the sites that kind of started me on this journey of trying to figure out what's going on around here. And in addition to that spot, I looked around on Google Earth a little bit, and I found a few other things in the area that look artificial, so to speak. So we'll check out a few of those other spots too. But overall, it's just going to be another kind of chill adventure. And it's beautiful though. Like, we got a bunch of rain, the creek is flowing. Like, it's just, the colors are more saturated, the temperature's nice, and it's a beautiful day. So with that said, let's get going. It's kind of small, but yeah, another heart-shaped rock. Another good way to start the second adventure. That's suspicious. I guess it could be natural, but it has that sort of check dam sort of feel to it. And a little spot to let the water through. This is kind of how they look in action when there's water going through. Yeah, that definitely looks weird. Someone almost certainly did that. I think maybe it's an arrow marker to say, go this direction. Maybe there's a little, there used to be a camp there probably, until modern houses were built on top of it. Someone definitely put those there. Oh my goodness. Wow. I wish I could show you where this was pointing. I'm continuing to follow what I believe is a path. That definitely looks like someone did that. That's really cool. We see an upright one here. And then, yeah, there's even a small little flat one right there. This is so cool. Oh, these are both, and I think there's another one right in there as well. Like, this is pretty amazing in my opinion, and we get to see what this does. Like, this is a perfect example of what so many of these things do that me and my dad have been theorizing about, is that they create little pools of water. And that could be for various reasons. It could be for drinking and cleaning, or it could even be for attracting animals for hunting or other things. Sorry, there's helicopters. I'll continue this later. I saw somewhere on social media someone claimed that these were arrow markers, these straight lines of rocks. I have no idea if that's true. I think maybe snake totem, arrow marker, or it could be to split the water up into two channels for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but maybe it would help with the system upstream or downstream. I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff, but there might be some kind of function to that I don't understand. Whoa, this is cool. Check this out. Both sides of the creek kind of have rocks lining them. That looks out of place. I wonder if they did ceremonies walking up here. That's one of my theories. Wow. Super pretty. But before we go any further, there's another thing over here that looks like a path out here. And then these rocks look a little suspicious. Like maybe the spot to set up a teepee or something, I don't know, but feels like something to me. That's a really pretty rock. Oh, cool. Look at this big upright one that's pointing up like a triangle sort of thing. That's awesome. Whoa, that's a very large awesome graffiti, unfortunately. I heard something over there. Hopefully it wasn't a mountain lion. My guess is this just fell naturally. Wow. This is very cleared here, and it has remained that way. Like, it must be in a location where, like, when it rains and stuff, it all goes to the sides. But I feel like this is a very special, sacred spot. I wish I could show you the view, because it's one of the best views in Sedona, in my opinion. And then check this one out right here. Classic sort of mystery rock. Oh, I thought there was one down there, but no. Still, I have my doubts that one got up there naturally. Oh, look at all that moss and lichen. I love it. I think someone definitely put those there. It's kind of like a mystery rock. There's 3 of them. It could just be a wall. I was looking closer for like artifacts, and there's actually a couple small pieces of like pink crystal. I'm guessing it's probably rose quartz, and it could just be like a tourist that left it there, but it is possible that it could have been someone else. Whoa, nature is so neat. That looks interesting right there. By the way, me and my brother used to climb up that when we were little kids, and even my dog friend, Tara, we nicknamed her Horse Dog. She was able to climb up this right here. No joke. When we were little kids, us and our dog could get up there. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's super slippery and wet, but at some point I'd like to come back here and do it just for memory's sake, but also to see if there's anything up there, because I think there's a good chance there's stuff all over the place around here. That's a little weird. I mean, clearly it's modern, right? But it almost looks like it's made of obsidian. It's got this design on it. Wonder what it is. I'm hesitant to even show it because if someone recognizes it, then they'll know where this other stuff is. But could this possibly be something like Tartarian? Sorry, I don't want to make fun of anybody. I actually enjoy Tartarian stuff, but some of it's a bit extreme, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's interesting. Let's look around, see if we can find anything else here. That's interesting. Wonder who is watching this area and why. I wonder how many trail cams have caught me that I didn't even notice, because that's not the first one I've found. I've found a number of them at certain places. Ooh, look at all that moss and lichen. Looks like something out of like a fairy garden. So colorful. Aw, did someone lose their buddy? What a sentimental item. I wish I knew the story behind it. There's actually a phone number on the back. Oh, I don't want to show. Wonder if I should call it, but it looks so old, like you wonder if the phone probably isn't even still in service. Ah, dang. Well, I was kind of hoping it would actually, because then I could get the umbrella out and get a nice little scene with the rain and everything. But I'll start to head back soon, because I'm just going up to this one spot that's, you know, about 15 minutes away, and I just want to do a little filming there, and then I'm pretty much done, and I'll start heading back.
Okay.
One other thing, huh?
How'd it go?
Oh, it's going great so far. I found a bunch of really cool stuff, and I think there's just this really interesting synchronicity. Like literally about 2 or 3 minutes before you called, I found this old little metal, it looks like a dog tag, and it says buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah, like friend, buddy. Are you there? Hello? Oh, I think I lost signal. Oh well, I'll have to tell her later. Oh, what a cool little synchronicity. There's tons of them. I just, right when I turned the camera on, I looked down and we got a sort of heart-shaped rock. It's a little broken, but still beautiful. And then a minute ago, I just wanted to speak a little more on that, finding the buddy tag. I was starting to think that, you know, it's something, sorry, the camera was too close to my face, but finding something like that is unusual. Like, that's the first one like that I've ever found, so that should say something. And afterwards, at first, I was starting to think about my friend David, who passed away. Like, he's been on my mind a lot. Like, maybe it was from him, or Amanda, or... But then literally, sorry, I can't talk sometimes. Literally like 2 or 3 minutes after I found that, my mom calls to let me know that my dad said that there's a storm moving in about 15 minutes. So maybe it's my mom, maybe it's my dad, maybe it's all of them. But I'm kind of feeling that buddy energy, that friend energy. Is that another sort of heart shape? Huh. Kind of looks like it. So that was a nice little boost of positive energy. I feel like I got some friends with me in spirit. And I'll get into some of that more spiritual stuff later in regards to friend and how I view that word and everything. Whoa. Look at this beast of a tree. I like the lichen. This spot is both beautiful and I have some interesting memories here. I actually found this spot with a friend of mine who we don't really interact anymore. She probably thinks I'm mad at her, but I'm not. I've forgiven everyone of everything. And I truly, genuinely hope she's doing as good as possible. I hope she's like happy and with someone who makes her even happier. I have such a better eye than I used to. Oh, this one is interesting up on top here. It's a different kind of rock. Limestone on top of the red rocks. Let's go back down here and take a look at that again. Also, I like how these are layered in there. Yeah, here's this one. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I think that's good for now. So, this spot I found like, I can't remember exactly. I think maybe it was like a year before I showed that woman and found that other spot. I remember I had found at least one little piece of pottery here, so gotta be careful where I step. Oh, that's a curious rock. Wonder what it is. And what was I saying? So I just felt the first raindrop. That's exciting. This is really beautiful architecture in my opinion. Almost, but nah. And I think the best guess as to who these people were was probably what or actually, how should I say this? The people, you know, they called themselves something totally different, but the ethnographers, archaeologists, historians, anthropologists, they would probably call these people Sinagua. There's a piece of pottery right there. And I don't remember the exact time they were supposed to be. My dad's much better with some of those kinds of numbers. But if I remember correctly, I think it's like 800 to 1,000 years ago or so. Oh, this one is quite overgrown. Oh, and look, of course. I'll talk about that more in a minute. I see the storm in the distance, and I think I'm in for an adventure. Or we are, I should say. So you can look up all the stuff about Sinagua if you want to. And we'll definitely get into it more in the future, but my dad was telling me I should talk more about like some of that kind of stuff, and I agree. Even if it's just very basic knowledge, I should mention some of that kind of stuff. There's also the Patayan, who we believe to be the old people, and we think some of this stuff may be associated with them. And there's a few other tribes in this area, like the Yavapai Apache, and quite a few different ones, you know, trace their people or some kind of spiritual connection to this area. And there's probably been some people coming through here who we don't even know who they were at all. Okay, I gotta be very careful here. I want to try to show you inside a little bit, but this is very overgrown, and I really want to see where I'm stepping to make sure I'm not stepping on any artifacts or anything. I imagine the treasure hunters have probably been here, or the archaeologists or someone. It looks a little dug over there. You have to wonder how deep this actually is. Like, could this be some kind of pit house? Probably. Almost thought I saw an arrowhead, but it was just a leaf. Okay, we're almost done in here, and there's some charcoal. I'm not sure if I want to get any closer. I think that's probably good. Maybe I can take one more step closer. That is really beautiful architecture. so trippy seeing like trees growing out of the walls and stuff. Like, I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Wonder what that is. It almost looks like there's something over there, but I can't see it, and I can't really get any closer than this, so that's gonna have to do. But there is one more spot to check out before we go, so we'll go check that out after I carefully get out of here. So there's one more little spot over here, and it's under here. I got a nice spot to sit on this tree here. Now that looks a little suspicious, doesn't it? Oh, I never noticed this before, but I think this is another pit house right here. Guess it's kind of hard to tell with all those logs and sticks thrown on top. So this is trying to pull that back. The story here is that when I found that other one, I looked around and then I saw this under here, and I was like, what's going on with all these sticks and stuff thrown on here? Like, that doesn't look natural. And right here there's like an actual animal nest. Like, that's natural. That's not natural. At least not, like a wild animal. It's more like a domesticated human animal who is trying to hide this stuff. And I've thought about it a lot. I'm sure they were probably doing what they thought was right. They're trying to protect it. And I guess they don't know any other way. They probably just think that if they cover it up, then people won't find it and disturb it. But when I see that, I'm like, it feels kind of sad to me. It almost feels like disrespecting the site. And like, it's just going to be covered up and buried to the point that no one can learn from it or know about it. Eventually, like, and there's a number of these places around here and elsewhere in the United States and the rest of the world where people are actively trying to cover up history in various ways. And this could just be as simple as a random person, or it could be the Forest Service and they don't feel like they have enough money, or I don't know, but it made me question. And this is one of the things that started my search, because even before like I made the first major discovery, like I was looking around at some of these sites close by to where I live that there's like no mention of, but they're like really, really amazing and beautiful, and they're in like the most sacred, incredible locations, and I'm just like, why does no one know about this stuff? Like, why can't we even get like pictures or anything, even if we don't get to know like exactly where it is? I still think like we deserve to know some of this stuff. And I don't want to be redundant. I don't want to repeat myself. So sorry if I'm doing that, but when I see something like this, it makes me want to know more. It makes me want to know why. And it makes me wonder if there could be some other reason besides just, like money and not having enough money to protect it or whatever. Could there be like a conspiracy theory side to this, like human history being covered up? I don't know. I really wonder sometimes, and I'm sure there will be a lot of different opinions on this. Some people probably think it's good. Some Native Americans themselves, like I've seen them say that they'd rather this stuff just kind of be overgrown and disappear. And I can respect pretty much like I do my best to respect all different belief systems. And it's their history more than mine, but ultimately it's human history. It's all of our history, and I want to know more. It's as simple as that. I'm a curious person, and I want to know why. And this is something that I said it already, but it kind of really sparked my pursuit to learn more. And since then, like, wow. Wow. Just, I can't wait to share more with you all soon, because it's a little scary, but this is going to be a wild ride, and I guess whatever happens, happens. But I feel like there's been so many synchronicities and so many spiritual things. Why don't I flip this up around? So I'm just like pointing at the ruin. I could be pointing at myself. Sorry, I'm still a little new to this. What was I just saying? Okay, so I remember now. I was talking about like the discoveries and stuff and how it's a little scary, but I truly believe it's very important, and it's time. If it's not me, it's going to be someone else, like with everybody and drones and stuff. Like this stuff is coming out soon. And oh yeah, that's what I was going to say, was all the synchronicities and stuff and spiritual stuff. It really, to me, and like I thought for a long time before I decided about releasing this, like part of me was just thinking maybe let it stay secret and let someone else do it. But then I kept seeing like these synchronicities when I went out exploring. Like a rainbow would show up like right at the place I was going to, and it was just so amazingly beautiful and perfect, and the timing and everything was just like, and I just had so many of those, and they continue to this day, every day. In fact, it's almost like unreal at this point. Just like the synchronicities are it feels like a story, like from a book or something. But due to all of that spiritual stuff, I kind of feel like I'm on a path, like I'm being guided by some kind of spiritual force, whatever you want to call it. And that's like the main thing that really caused me to decide to go public with all this, because the synchronicities and the spiritual stuff is just out of control. Like I feel like there's something going on here. Like there's something bigger than me, bigger than any individual. It's lots of different people coming together at different time periods, all to, I don't know what, but it's amazing and it's beautiful, and I'm endlessly grateful just to play a small part in whatever this great grand story is. And I feel like there's still so much more to learn. Like, we're still only just scratching the surface, and I'm really excited to be able to do this and to share it. So, oh man, am I giving away location? I think I may have been giving away location a little bit. If so, we'll cut it out. And anyways, the rain's starting to come down more and more, and I don't want to waste your time, but I just kind of like had a moment there. I wanted to speak about this while we were up here, and I just kind of stream a thought, just let it flow. And it is what it is, I guess. Like, I'm just following the signs. Like, I just keep following the signs, and I guess we'll see where it goes. And I hope some of you want to come along and see where it goes as well. In fact, who knows? Maybe you will even play a part in the story somehow. Like, I'm very open to all these different kind of interactions with people, and just like this tiniest interaction with someone can change everything so much. So more than ever, like, even if I just bump into a random person, I'm like looking for meaning there. I'm like, and I find a lot of meaning. So I have a feeling we're just getting started. Things are gonna unfold in ways that I can't even begin to imagine. And I hope some of you, find ways to play a part and like to interact and to help shape whatever is gonna happen. With all that said, I should probably get going before the rain like really starts coming down. If it does, maybe it'll just stay like that or like this, and if so, that'd be great. Anyhow, I guess let's get going. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say here. Let's go. The mountains over there are getting consumed by the rain to the point where like I'm having trouble seeing them. Hopefully the big part misses me. I guess we'll find out pretty soon though. I am on what I believe is a path right now. And well, I thought I was on a path. Now I'm like, I don't know. This looks interesting up here. Oh, that's cool looking. Oh boy, it's really starting to come down now. Great, my parents are calling. I can't really answer right now. This is actually getting a little scarier than... I think someone just honked at me. It's probably my parents. We're good. We just gotta get this GoPro dried off, in a plastic bag now that I'm in a safe spot here. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm fine. I made it back all right. It got a little crazier than I would have liked at the end there, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun sliding down the cliff in the rain. I'm done. I'm gonna get a shower. I had so much fun, and thank you again so much for coming along. I so look forward to the next one, and that was amazing, and I look forward to the next one. So take care, hope everything is going good, and bye until next time.